There we go. Awesome.
Alright, so I need to change my overlay.
Some guy in the chat says England is a third world country.
It totally is, man.
Except total trolling.
Dude, I'm living in poverty right now. I really am. That's why I'm sick. I have no central
bad
heating.
times.
Anyway. Alright, are you ready, Elegant?
I am ready.
Alright, here we go. Game number 1. Sziky versus Lossilohi, aka Napoleon. I don't actually know which ID he's using. It's gonna be on Aztec. And in the 12 o'clock, as the Orange Terran, yes, I got it right. He is NB Lossilohi. Sziky. Wow, did he just mess up his SCV split? Looked like he did.
I think just a little bit, yeah.
And Sziky will be the red Zerg. Looks like he's not using a SAS tag, so I'll change that for him. And yeah, ZVT on Aztec.
I'm pretty sure we'll see fast expand from the Terran in this game because I don't really know how it pans out. I guess he could go for a kind of mech style build, but I think it'll probably be a fast expand given that if he gets stuck down that reverse ramp then it could get pretty ugly for him right from an early stage.
Did you actually happen to catch the Baku project series? I know you were eating dinner, but did you?
I did not. I was eating my food and talking to some people.
Talking to people.
It's just one of those annoying things that just happens sometimes in the world when you just want to be watching StarCraft.
It does. Well, but the thing is, I mean, you should always be watching StarCraft, so...
Yeah, it's always on in the background at least.
So we actually have a 9-pull from Sziky. But yeah, what I was going to say was we actually saw a project do a 1-base build on this map against Baku. He 8-raxed into like 3 racks off 1 base.
Oh, cool.
Into a push that didn't actually work because Baku had too many Sunkens, and then he just like went fast vessel off 1 base. It was kind of crazy. But anyway.
Sick.
So we have 9-pull gas, that's not a gas trick, that is actual gas. It's going to be for Zergling speed, so Sziky going to go for some early aggression here. And you know, on a map like this where it's a reverse ramp, and where Lossilohi thinks he can wall himself in, I don't think that'll be tight though.
I don't think he can. Yeah. No, I think the Zerglings will probably get in underneath the barracks. I think.
I would agree with you there. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. And it looks like he is in fact going for some kind of tech play. He's taking his gas now. Looks like Sziky's overload went to the bottom right. So, Zerglings on the way. Mining up the gas. And there's the SCV of Lossilohi. Gonna get a scout off here in the right direction. But this wall is just really making me nervous. Because if he just assumes that that's tight, he could insta-lose.
I mean, if it's tight, then he should be okay. And to be honest, the reverse ramp in that scenario shouldn't make too much of a difference because he can just plan for it and lay out a nice game plan and get up his ramp nice and easily. But if that is not tight, he's going to have such a hard time keeping those things out of his base. He's going to have to pull a fair few SCVs at the very least. It's just a little bit disadvantageous at this stage of the game. It's pretty early on still.
Yep, and oh, look at this. SCV just completely ignored. How many links did Sziky make? Okay, looks like Sziky made 8 links. He's another drone now, so he's going to make a expansion. The last...
Oh, the SCV manages to get through, look at that. And now there's links tricking out all over the drone, so a number of things conspiring to make sure that the SCV gets all the way into the Zerg base and sees the deal. But the links are now heading into the Terran base. It looks like it is actually a tight wall in. Look at that.
You've got to be kidding me. What? What?
Yeah, I presume it is type 1, he's not just messing around. Yeah, look at that, the links are going nowhere. Yeah, that's crazy.
What would be really hilarious would be if Sziky was doing that on purpose to pretend like it was a tight wall. And then he just like makes 10 more links and just runs in anyway. So Lossilohi just stops making Marines. He's like, oh cool, it's a tight wall, I'm completely fine. And then 20 links run into his base. That would be some sick metagaming.
Yeah, I would be very, very happy to see that. I'm slightly miffed actually that barracks is actually forming a tight wall because so often as Protoss you lay a building down and it looks tight and then it's not, whereas as Terran you're left with these enormous gaps and it just seems like everything blocks, you know?
Those Terrans, man, they have,
they're cheating or something.
Infinite range tanks and walls that actually wall. Like, what are you gonna do?
It's luxury, it's complete luxury.
So it looks like we have a 2-port from Lossilohi. He didn't even build the 2 starports like at the same place, which is what you normally see. But this overload though, it's creeping in. Uh-oh.
It's going to head right into the middle of both starports, so it is going to see them both. It's not just going to see one.
Oh my god.
Which was maybe his thinking between separating them. I don't know if he will. He's pretty committed at this stage, and the Marines have seen the Overlord, but the starports are finishing anyway, so he's just going to plow on. So this should be pretty counterable for Sziky.
Did he see those though? Did that go close enough?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Hang on, just let me check the player vision.
I don't think that got. I'm pretty sure he didn't see the right one. He might have seen the left one. I don't think that was close enough.
I don't think he did see the right one. I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he only saw the top one. So
Yeah,
it could
he
still
did.
be a drop, but I mean he is getting Hydra speed now, so and he's getting a couple of Hydras, so he should have some defense against this. This is really
I
interesting.
guess Hydras and Hydra speed are pretty much one-size-fits-all defense for anything that comes in from the air. I mean,
Indeed.
if you're heading against drops, then Hydras work. You're heading against Wraiths, Hydras work. So it's pretty much win-win. Well, not really win-win, but he should be okay nonetheless, no matter what he's predicting here.
Now, is that SCV above the gas trapped? Do you think that's trapped?
That's possible, given that pretty much every Terran building trapped, as we've already established this. So
I
those
wonder-
supply depots are probably forming walls.
I wonder if he can actually have that mine gas and get out that way. That would be quite cool.
Yeah, you could. That
But
is one
oh
thing
no,
you
the
could
Wraith's gonna fly into the Hydras.
Yeah, I saw that exactly at the same time too. So he needs to keep those Wraiths a little bit more safe. One of them on on exactly half health already, so not the best start for those guys. And now, of course, Sziky knows completely what is up. It looks like we may actually see an Overlord going down here. That's a little bit careless from Sziky, to be honest. That Overlord pretty much for free while there are still plenty of Hydras around, but he looks like he might actually be going for some kind of burst. And very sensibly at the other side of the map, we do see Lossilohi laying down a bunker, loading his Marines in, so a nice little bit of predictive play from him there.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work at all. I mean, Lossilohi just has to pull a bunch of SCVs and he'll be completely fine here. He already has the
Yeah, he
SCV
should
there. And I don't think Sziky has... Yeah, range isn't even finished yet. He's gonna have to wait for range at the very least. But he's no Overlord, so once Cloak finishes on those Wraiths, it's about halfway done. Actually, if he can break this before Cloak finishes... Well, that's really gonna be his only chance, because when Cloak finishes, then he's just gonna lose all the units of the Wraiths. And...
Yeah.
No, it looks like he's gonna pull back here, yeah, realizing it's not gonna happen. It's like
He might lose some more Overlords though before he gets home, because the Wraiths are heading straight on out to 3-4 Overlords with only one Hydra to defend, so this could be a pretty massive bust for Lossilohi if he gets in there, and it looks like he might just miss his opportunity. No, he does pull out, he doesn't quite see those Overlords. A couple more Hydras hatching at the right time as well, just getting one drone for his troubles. He does go back in to have a bit more of a crack at those Overlords, but there are plenty of Hydras out now to defend.
You know, I just
Look at
realized that trapped SCV at the top. Oh no, he's gonna fly behind us! No! That trapped SCV above the gas might actually be used to stack these Wraiths right now. That might actually be like an intentional trap.
Yeah, I think it is, because you can see the SCV moving around occasionally.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the case. That's cool, because you have to Sprotos as well, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, lots of people don't know that you have to do that as all races. People think it's just a case of Mutamicro, but absolutely not. It's the same for all races. You want anything to work in that kind of situation, you've got to be stacking it up with a trap worker or something like that.
And looks like the cloaked Wraiths are moving in, gonna snipe a Hydra, gonna get an Overlord as well. He's gotta be a little bit careful, he's taking some damage, but the Overlord does get taken down. And that
That's
Wraith's
the
about
only
to
Overlord in
one-shot.
the base. Yeah, that's pretty bad for Sziky, having to pull all his drones out. He's going to have to make up
But
another
Zyky's
Overlord in
going
his
for the
main.
bust! He's going for the bust! Ah! Oh god, that's not working.
No,
Man, is-
not a hope. Two bunkers up right now. It's going to be absolutely safe. And the Wraiths actually managed to take out another Overlord of the natural, so they're going to be killing lots of drones as well right here. So this is really pretty bad for Sziky. He has no Overlords, either in his main or in his natural. GG's straight out.
Lossilohi! Lossilohi in an unexpected turn of events going up 1-0 against the ISL 2 champion, the monstrous Zerg Sziky. Oh my god. Man, do you think like, dude, maybe Two-Port Wraith is like the kryptonite of Hungarian Zergs or something.
Well,
I don't
it's
know.
looking like it right there. I mean, it was scouted, but Sziky was just like, no, I'm not going to fully scout this, I'm just going to head on out again. And then just took him absolutely to school. So, yeah, very possible.
Dude, it's a secret. I've discovered it. I discovered it. Guys, Terrans, now you know. For ISL 3, you hit a Hungarian Zerg, just two-port him. Easy peasy. So, I am getting game number 2.
Sweet. There are people in my room. This is very distressing. Oh dear.
You're welcome to take a break from this game if you need to.
No. They're the ones who are going to take a break from my room. No breaks for elegant.
Hey, Sayle.
Alright, I'm
They're
gonna say
big fans of
/1.
yours.
Catch you in a bit, man. Have fun.
See you guys in a bit. Okay. All right.
Oh man, I should have thought of like how to make you say something that could have